Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my second gift guide, and this one is going to be about items for the traveler in your life. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, then you'll know that I've done a variety of different travel videos, and that's because my husband and I like to go traveling, and we like to go away on the weekends and travel to new destinations. Actually, when my husband and I first started dating about 8 years ago, the first 2 years that we were dating, we were long distance, so one of us would fly to see the other person every month. So kind of my whole traveling a lot started about 8 years ago, and since I travel about once a month, I've learned what my essentials need to be when I'm traveling, what things I can't live without, and I've also come across some things that make traveling a lot easier and a lot more comfortable when I am on the road or in an airplane. So today I'm going to show you some of the things that I really love having when I'm traveling, and hopefully some of these can be gift ideas for you to give to your family or friends, or hopefully they'll spark some other ideas for you. The first travel item I have is a passport holder. This is a really small, inexpensive gift, and I think passport holders are just a fun way to jazz up your passport and make it a little bit more stylish. This one I have is from Kath Kidson, and actually one of my friends brought me this back from Ireland, but it's just plain and simple, holds your passport on the inside. You can find so many different prints and colors in these, and some of them now, even when you open it up, they have other pockets for you to put essentials like your credit cards or your money in. So this is just a great little stocking stuffer. My next item is a set of packing bags, and I've learned when I've gone traveling that having everything in separate bags or packing cubes really makes traveling a lot easier because you don't have things all thrown about your luggage. This little set I have is from HENDRI BENDEL, and I think it is just so fun and so colorful. It comes with 3 different bags. There's a lingerie bag for your undergarments, there's a bag for shoes, and then there's this really big and colorful one for laundry. And I think it just makes traveling a lot more fun, and it makes the inside of your luggage look a little bit more happy and more fun. And like I said, it also keeps you organized so you're not as stressed out when you're traveling. This is another set of bags that I like from HENDRI BENDEL. It's just 4 separate square bags in a small, a medium, and a large. And again, this is in a really fun print. It just makes packing a lot more fun. This one has pictures of hair things, this one has jewelry, and then this one has some smaller things like makeup. So you can use them for what the pictures are in front of them, but I like to have them just to throw some of my odds and ends in so they're not thrown about my luggage. And along with other packing cubes, I think it's essential to have a variety of different makeup bags and jewelry bags. These are a couple of different ones that I have that I like. This first one is from Vera Bradley, and I like it because it is clear, so you can see through it, so it makes packing your makeup and your toiletries a lot easier. This is one of my favorites, but I also have a video that I did on some of my other favorite travel accessories that I like to use, and I'll put the link down below to that in the description box. I'm not talking about all of the same things in here, but I have some other ideas in that one as well that might help you out. But these clear ones, you can get them like from Vera Bradley, or you can even get inexpensive ones from Target, but having these clear ones are just great because you can see everything that's in it, and also if anything spills, it makes it a lot easier to clean up. I also have this one from ORLA KIELY from Target, and I love it because it has all of these different compartments in it, and I've used this for a variety of different things. I have one that's packed as a first aid kit. I use this sometimes as my essential plane kit, and I put everything I would need during the flight in here, just toiletry wise. Like I'd put, you know, some lotion, some oil blotting pads, some Tylenol hair ties, just kind of those little things that I might not take in a big purse with me. I would like to keep in here to make it easy to get to. I think every girl needs to have a travel jewelry case because jewelry it's delicate and you don't want to lose it in your luggage because it's tiny. This is one that I have from Vera Bradley, and it's just nice because there's all these different compartments in here. You will notice a trend when I'm talking about any of my travel items. A lot of the things that I have are from Vera Bradley, and that's because her items, I think, are just really great quality. First of all, they're also very durable, and because it's that kind of cotton quilted material, it makes when you're packing your little things or even your bigger bags, you can kind of mold them and gel them into whatever shape you want, which makes it a lot easier when you're packing your things. Speaking of Vera Bradley, also another great idea is to give somebody a toiletry bag. My favorite toiletry bags are these ones that zip up, and then when you open them up, there are these 3 compartments, and then you can hang them up like this. Another great idea for you too would be to maybe fill up the travel bag with some of the little essentials that you can get from the travel aisle at either Target or Walmart or Walgreens. As you can see, I have a lot of things in here, but this is the one that I leave packed all the time. And again, I know I'm talking a lot about Vera Bradley, but that's just because I personally really like her stuff. You can get other ones like from ORLA KIELY or other lines like at Target or Walmart. You don't have to get obviously the Vera Bradley one, but my personal preference is these 3 hanging ones are really great for traveling. Another really great idea is to get somebody a little kind of all-in-one emergency kit. And I have 2 different options here. This first one is called In a Pickle, and I've talked about this before. This runs about, I think it's $30 to $40, and obviously it's called In a Pickle because it looks like a really big pickle. But when you open it up, it has all of these little separate compartments, and it has everything you would need in case of an emergency. There's, you know, a stain remover pen, safety pins, a little nail clipper, a little tool kit, a little scissors, any little thing that you might need in case of an emergency or something comes up, it all comes in this package. You can get a variety of different colors and patterns in these, and all of the little things that come in here and the little plastic containers, they all come with it as well. So that's a great all-in-one little product. But if you want to make it a little more personal, this is one that I've put together myself. This little bag is, again, from Vera Bradley, but I like this one because it's called the 311, which it means it is TSA approved, so you can use it when you're going through security. And I just put in here anything I would need during the plane ride, like I talked about with my ORLA KIELY bag, but I moved it all in here. So I've got some hand wipes, I've got Tums, Kleenex, Advil hair ties, all these little things I just put in here for what I might like to have during the plane ride. I think it's really essential when you're traveling to make sure that you are comfortable, and one thing to especially note is it is always cold on airplanes. So I highly suggest getting somebody that you know, if they don't already have one, get them one of these fold up blankets. This one is from Neiman Marcus and it's in leopard print because I love leopard, and it is this really, really soft leopard fleece material. And it's got this little handle on here, so you can either hold it on your wrists like that, or you can zip it onto your luggage or clip it onto your bag, and then you zip it like this and the whole thing unfolds, and it's a pretty big blanket. I used this when we went to Italy on our long flights, and it covered me basically from head to toe, and I could wrap it around my body a little bit, so it's good for one person. The other great thing about this was it had a little nook at the bottom that you could tuck your feet in, which was great because it kept my feet warm. But I just really loved this because it was great to curl up with this on the plane, and it kept me warm and cozy and very comfortable. Having a pair of noise reducing headphones, I think is the #1 travel essential that anybody who is a frequent traveler absolutely has to have in their carry-on bag. This one that I have is from BOSE, and it's called the Acoustic Noise Canceling Headphones. I have had these for about 4 years, and I can't travel without them. You just put them on, and they block out the sound, all of that kind of noise, crackly, I call it the white noise that you would hear on the plane. This blocks out screaming children, crying babies. These really help me to relax on a plane. Even if I'm not listening to music or watching a movie on my iPad, I will still just put these on, even if it just has no sound in it, just because it blocks out that white noise, and I think it's very soothing to kind of just have that clear, kind of calming sound, nothing really bothering me. So I really like these. They are a little bit more expensive. I think probably the least expensive ones are probably around $100. I know these were quite a bit more, but they are definitely worth the investment if you know somebody who travels a lot. If you know someone who is an overpacker, you should really get them a luggage scale. My husband and I have had this for a couple of years, and I can't tell you, it has saved us so many times when we have checked our luggage for longer vacations. All you do is you turn it on, and then you put your luggage on there, and you lift it up, and it tells you how much it weighs. I've been that girl at the airport who has had to take things out of her luggage because it was overweight, and then I've had to rearrange things, and that's obviously very stressful when you're at the airport. So you can get this, and it makes packing a lot less stressful, and you don't have to worry about being overweight at the airport. For somebody who is a fashionista and likes to travel, I would suggest getting them a crossbody bag. I have two favorites of mine. This first one is from MINKOFF, and it is a crossbody bag. The thing that I love about it is it's got this big compartment, and then in the front, it's also got another zippered compartment. But the best thing about this is it's kind of a 3-in-1 bag. So it's got this really long strap, so I can make it into a crossbody bag. But then also I can take the chain off of it, and I can double up and loop it through here, and I can connect it again. And then this way it becomes a shoulder bag. So it's two options like that. Or if I want to, I can totally remove the straps on it, and I can just make it into a clutch. So that's just really great if you are traveling to like a wedding or maybe to an event. This is just a great all-in-one purse, and you're still very fashionable while you're traveling. Another option I have is this one from Coach, and it's really small and tiny, and that's what I love about it. It's just got this one little pocket for your phone, and then when it opens up, it's basically your wallet as well. So you don't have to worry about a wallet. The only downfall to this is if you like to carry, maybe gum or lip gloss or hair ties, you can't really carry a ton of that stuff in here. There is a little pocket on the other side here, but as you can see, it's really tiny, doesn't hold a lot of stuff. But if you're just worried about having to hold your phone and your credit cards, this is a really nice option. My last travel item is getting the person that you're shopping for a really nice carry-on bag. Now, obviously, this is Vera Bradley, and it's going to be a little bit more girly, but I really like kind of these like weekender totes, and that's what this one is called. It's called a weekender. I love it because it's just so big on the inside, and it's got all of these inside pockets to put different things in. The other thing that I love about it is I can either hold it like this, I've got a shoulder strap, or what I do most of the time is it's got this flat back here, so I can hook it over the handle of my luggage. Now, obviously, if you're shopping for a guy, he is not going to want a flowery, bag like this, but they do create a lot of different weekender bags for guys in kind of like canvas material, or the really nice ones are made in leather. You can find those at department stores. You just have to kind of search for either like a weekender bag or a duffel. But really like these bags. They're just great because they hold a lot of different things, and you can use them for a lot of different like a carry-on bag, but it can also be obviously used as a weekender bag, and you can put your essentials in here for a night or two if you're away for a short period of time. So those are all of my ideas for the traveler in your life. I'll also link down below in the description box some of my other travel videos that I have done. Hopefully maybe when you watch those will spark some other ideas for you. I'll also link down below in the description box the links to all of these items in case you're interested in them and want to look at them a little bit closer, or maybe even want to buy them for somebody in your life. Also, guys, don't forget to check me out on my blog at ifyougivegirlaring.com. I'm also doing some other gift guides on there that I'm not doing as videos. I already have one up that's for stocking stuffers and for beauty gifts, so head on over there to check those out. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My screen names there are at Mrs. B. Rich 26. I post a lot of other different things on there throughout the day, so I really hope you guys will follow me on there as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!